All right, man. All right. Welcome to the Daily Money Market. It's actually the daily trade analysis of the day, and my name is Yusuf. So yeah, man. It's a big day today. A very, very, very big day in terms of the global market, and we are actually looking forward, for today. Definitely, we want to look into what are the fundamentals that are coming today. It's Friday, March the 8th, and right now it's sitting at 08:57 time AM in South African time. All right. So the first thing first is to look into what exactly the fundamentals of the day they're actually happening today, and again take that information and go in a markets and trying to find actually the opportunity or the space where we can enter the trades and actually make some good profits. All right. So regarding how actually the week has been, before we go further into these fundamentals, the week has been very, very interesting. From Monday it was a little bit quiet. Tuesday, the few volatilities they were coming from Canada and then New Zealand, going all the way to Wednesday. That's where we saw a lot of volatility coming to from euros. Euros, they had a budget speech release. Again, we saw ECB, European Central Bank, again to speak. Later on Wednesday, we saw Jeremy Powell testifying in a members building, different types of parliamentary, asking him questions about economy and how he's going to handle the economy. What most interesting that caught my attention in terms of Jeremy Powell, it's actually he said he's really positive in terms of how the market has been performing for past a month. In terms of that, it's actually trying to say the way the labor market has been performing very, very perfectly. So it shows stability and shows actually a little bit of power, right? So we saw last month the NFP numbers surpass the estimation numbers that they were actually there. Again, he mentions in terms of it looks like the consumers are actually participating in the markets once they have actually money. Is actually mean the consumer price index, the CPI that comes last week, that actually also surpasses the estimated numbers. So it looks like the people that are participating in the market, they're actually doing good. But the economists, the question was still rising is that a lot of people, yes, they're employed, but there are few people that are employed as a permanent. So it looks like it's either Americans that are taking the route of a short-term job, uh, again, or having two, three types of a job, or there's no market in terms of people being hired as a full-time employees. So yeah, that's what actually has been cooking in terms of the week. And when you look at the fundamentals, Friday, March the 8th, the high impact fundamentals that are coming from 3:30 p.m. from Canada, employment change, and again it's coming also average hour earnings, then non-farm payroll actually coming also at that time. So definitely it's going to be very, very, very high volatility that are coming when it comes to NFP. So that's what actually we're anticipating to actually make sure that NFP, we enter in the market, we find opportunities in NFP. We took the information that we had from last week in terms of CPI and PPI, and then we took again the information that we saw by Jeremy Powell testify, and then see if the job numbers they're going to be positive or surpass that estimation. So that's actually how the markets in terms of the fundamental. But right now we need to actually jump in and get to technical analysis and be able to see in the market how the market is going. All right. Now is the time to actually check in terms of the fundamental in the market and how actually the market is performing at the particular time, and what we are anticipating regarding the NFP, non-farm payroll. All right. First of all, we are looking at the UK100. They call it FTSE 100 at the moment. It's sitting at 30 minutes time frame. The price level in the stock market it's 7,707 at the particular time. Of course, it's moving. What interesting enough when it comes to the technical analysis, if you look at this instrument yesterday, it gapped up. From the price of 7,695 to 7,651. That's quite some move in terms of the gapping of the move here, right? That is why actually, actually also participate in this trade, and it tries to recover all the way. And again, it did recover. That is why I entered the sell, because I thought after recovering here, it's going to start dropping. But definitely, that's what I'm anticipating in terms of UK 100 at the moment, is to actually to push a little bit price down, right? Things has been going all the way upper and upper, but I think it might be able to push a little bit, the price a little bit down. Okay. All right, it might come, touches 7,651. Once it get to that level, if it is before NFP, then we have to anticipate that it will break all the way and to come to the level of maybe 7,612. So that's a particular move, very very big move when you look at it in terms of how the UK 100 or FTSE 100 is gonna perform, or how I think is gonna perform. Again, it's also because of the budget raise speech. A lot of people from United Kingdom, they are worried in terms of the service delivery of the government that side. But the Prime Minister, Richard Rusick, actually trying to convince people to say that, hey man, we'll provide everything. We're allocating this amount of money. I think I was watching also that speech, the questions to the Prime Minister of the United Kingdom. He was actually answering with the enthusiasm to say that he's gonna provide with information, with money, and that is going to pump up in a market. So right, that's regarding the UK 100 at the moment. And what else should we look at on it? Because of NFP today, I think possibly, believably, that gold is gonna have some really, really, really massive performance. But gold has been going all the way up, right? If the dollar is gonna be strength through the labor report through NFP, that means the safe haven of a dollar, which is gold, is supposed to to lose a little bit of momentum. So a couple of places where we can target, we can have different targets. In terms of people who trade, they will say different tech profits, but to me it's just target zones. So right, if you look at it, the first target zones, it's actually 2,124, and if you go to a small time frame, you can see it's actually huge space that it needs to be covered. Look at on a 30 minutes, it has to come all the way to 2,124. That it might happen today because of the non-farm payroll numbers. Again, depending on the numbers, if they surpass the estimation numbers right now, then we know for sure that it might drop to these levels. So yeah, that's actually good. But if the numbers surpass, really good, right? It means it might even break also and come to 2088, 2084, 2088, somewhere around there. So that's how I'm looking in terms of non-farm payroll for gold. I think the other instrument again that I need to look on it, maybe we can see S&P 500. We've been following S&P 500 for quite some time now, so that because it's been interesting to hear the news, how they actually, the analysts or the marketers are actually interpreting how the S&P 500 is moving. It was very, very, and it is very, very interesting. That is why I'm always keeping my eye on S&P 500 at the moment. These are the instruments that are actually hot at the moment. Regarding again with the elections that are coming from United States, it's actually driving a lot of companies to have a little bit of stabilities, others non-stabilities, because of they don't know which government is going to come. So S&P 500 is one of the instrument that holds those companies. Over 500 companies from US, they are registered in S&P 500 and being traded in the stock market. So yeah, we see S&P 500 sitting at 5,157 at the moment. Pretty much again, if the dollar is gonna be strong, the numbers is gonna be really, really strong. Do we think S&P 500 is gonna drop? Hmm. Have to look at it at a weekly time frame. Maybe I must go on a monthly time frame. Okay, it looks like S&P 500 already reaches the highest mark. What I can anticipating is maybe a little bit of pullback to this level, but this is not mean it's a depreciation of the instrument. It's just a pullback during the volatility of NFP, and again, it's gonna start again to recover, going all the way up. As a daily trader, of course, we do have an opportunity there. Pushes the price with it to 5,093, somewhere around there, and then take it back all the way up, because definitely I don't see non-farm payroll declining, the numbers declining, while the numbers of last week were actually, increasing, right? So I'm not looking into that type of scenario. I'm thinking it's going to be positive. And once it become positive, that actually give us Nasdaq and US30 to perform very, very well, right? Okay, so let's look at a US30. All right. US30 right now is sitting at 38,765. But look where it's coming from. On couple of days ago, it was sitting at 39,600 and 39,062. Right. So can go to 4 hour time frame. The way I'm thinking, I think US30 is gonna go to 39,200. I know a lot of people, they might, say nah, but I think somewhere around 39,200 or 39,000. Let me see clearly, or around 39,130, 39,100 to 39,200, right? This is the kind of move that I'm actually, anticipating that the market will go. Of course, now it might push the price a little bit up when the London market open, and then from there trying to resist a little bit, showing a little bit of momentum, and then come New York session or NFP numbers released, it will shoot all the way up. So I'm looking at a bullish movement in terms of US 100. That makes again that. Ooh, my keypad, what's going on here, man? Okay, hide. All right, all right. Okay, all right. In terms of when we look at NAS100, let's go on a bigger time frame on NAS100. Look at how NAS100 has been performing very, very nice, but is not actually about to break to 17,000, below 17,800. It's keeping it the same momentum. That's what I'm actually also think that it will continue keep the same momentum, even NFP actually, come. So it might, here we go. Look at 1 hour, showing you the double top, a double bottom. It might drop again just for collection, but the bigger movement is to go all the way up. So I'm not seeing a lot of crazy, crazy move. I'm seeing this instrument maintaining the level of where they are, because I've been seeing that the market doesn't want to go above or below, the what to watch right now, it's actually ECB Hosman speaks around already. It's already started to speak. And again, 10 a.m. European area GDP is coming also. 12 p.m. UK Feds William also it's speaking. 1:30 p.m. US job. 1:30 p.m. US time. Then that's where there's US job release, which is going to be around 3:30 p.m. on our side. So man, yeah, man. All right. That's it. I didn't want to make a lot of trades analysis, but I think those few trades we can be able to enter in the market and not to overload our trade, and be able to start actually making some good money. So thank you very much for tuning in, and keep subscribing. This is the daily money market, and this is the daily trade analysis. It's Che Yusuf.